So in this video we will talk about solving this problem given on the lead code, that is set matrix zeros. So what the problem statement of this problem is that we have given an m by n integer matrix, and we have to find out, we have to check basically which which elements are zero of this matrix, and whenever we find a zero on that matrix, we have to set the corresponding row as well as column to 0. Like in this, here we have find out 0 in the one. If we talk about this position, it will be 1 comma 1. 1 means row number 1 and column number 1. So what we will do is that we will set the entire column 1 to 0 and row 1 to 0. So here this is will be the output of this matrix. So what we will do is, like, we will first uh, talk about a naive approach. Actually, they have basically want us to do it in place, but first we will do it using extra memory. Okay. Then after that, slowly we will go and we will check about, and basically we will then do in place. Okay. So what will be the naive approach here? So we will use hash map. We use a hash map. What we can do is that the basic thought process here will be like, if we able to store the row and column of that particular po- uh, of the position in which the zero is there, so uh, we can later change the entire row, entire column to 0. Okay. So if there will be multiple zeros, so we can store all the positions where the value is 0, and then later on we can simply iterate through the values of map, and corresponding to the row and column which we get from the hash map, we can simply set that row and column to 0. So we what we can do is like, we have to store the position I comma j in the hash map. Okay. So in hash map, generally what you do is that there is key and value. So key, most basic approach will be like we have to store key, and corresponding to key we will have a value there. Now thing is that what will be the key? If this was an one-dimensional array, so we can simply store I, that is position, and the value will be the element. Okay, the value will be the element. If this was an one-dimensional array. Now here we have I and j, because it is two dimension, I and j. Okay. So what we can do here is basically we can make a key in such a way that when we iterate data through all the values of the map, then we can get the I and j using some formula. Okay. So what we can do is there, like, we can design key in the form of this. Like, we can use this formula I into m plus n into j. Okay, we can use this. So what will be happen by using this formula is that after we are iterating through, through all the values of hash map, like suppose uh, You can say first what I will do, first I will explain you step by step. Okay, like m here is basically the number of, m is number of rows. This is rows. Okay, and n refer to columns. Okay, okay, let's suppose our I is 1 and j is also 1. What will be our key? And suppose our m is like, if we see this example, here you see m is 3 and n is also 3. Okay, so m is 3. So what, after putting the values, what will got here? 1 into m plus n will be 6. Simple mathematics. Or pardon, it will be not multiplication here, it will be addition. So here the value will be 7. Now our value is stored. Okay, this is a unique key corresponding to that position. Now what will we do? Now how we will gonna fetch I and j from this value? So what will here we will do? We will basically, if we divide by 6, you see, if we divide by 6 we will get 1, and if we, after dividing by 6, if we find this remainder, it will be also 1. And will you will see that this is basically the position. This both 1 comma 1 was originally our position on where the 0 was stored. Okay, so this is where our 0 was stored, 1 comma 1. Similarly, you can take another example. Suppose we will have, while position was 1 comma 2, and the value of m and n will be the same, that is 3 and 3. Okay, so if we use the previous formula, so what will happen is that here I will be 1 into 6 plus 2, so it will be 8. Now 8 is there. Now how to fetch it? If we divide by 6, suppose, now I'll tell you how to find this 6. First just see, if we divide by 6 we will get 1, and if we do modulus 6, it is, what will be the answer? 2. So this was our original position. So you now realize that after dividing by 6 we get 1, after modulusing by 6 we get 2. That is, on dividing by 6 we will get I value, and on uh, calculating the remainder you will get the 2 value. Okay, so what will you can see here that what is you will be wondering what is this 6. This 6 is basically our m plus n. Yes, the 6 is m plus n, the thing which we have earlier used here we have used now 6 here. This thing we basically are using here to get the original value, to get the original index of that 0. So in this way, what we will be getting here is that we get I and j, and now we will simply run a loop, and in that we will set the entire I, entire j to 0. So this is the basic approach behind this. Now we will do the coding. Okay.